Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. Look at this incredible, amazing, beautiful view we have as soon as we step outside of our little tent. It is just fantastic. However, there are many bushes here and we don't really have a yard, so where I've relocated all of my kit, I think I will actually put a bit of dirt down just in that area alone. So let's go to construction, landscaping, painting, and yes, I agree, dirt should be free, but we will just... Actually, you know what, I might even put the money back in, because it is literally dirt. So we are at 9552, we will stay at that, so I'm just going to... Right, might not be able to, because of the kit there, but let's see. Just go like that. Like that. Right, well that's a much better start, I have to admit. There we go, just along there as well. Yeah, I think it's because the tractor is in the way. But that is alright. We might still take this big tree down here. Very likely that we do. But there we go. Right, I'm just going to move the tractor out of the way, and then we can finish it up. Alright, well this looks much better so far, and yeah, we've got a little bit of wood here, so I'll just put that in here for now, so we can sell it later on. Yeah, I did put the money back in, because I mean really it's just basically removing the dirt. We could have done that with this, but it is done now. So, if we put down any other sort of ground work at all, it will absolutely be paid for, of course. If it's not dirt, you know, for example, if it's concrete or asphalt or even gravel, then we will absolutely pay for it. Right, what we're going to do first thing is get a bit of our area cultivated for a second field. Now, I think we could put in linseed again, but I would like to put in wheat. That way, I think when the wheat is harvested and the linseed is harvested, then we can put both together and make one field, one crop. So I think that's what we'll do. I'm going to start about here, so it's not going to be perfect or anything, but that should be fine right there. And there we go. And let's make our way down here. So I don't want to get too close to the linseed, but I don't want to stay too far away. I think that's fine if we don't get any closer than that. So I will go back and make it a bit more parallel, bit tighter on. And yeah, we'll probably go about as far as the linseed does go. So I don't want to go too much further, just in case it goes out of our bounds and then we can't harvest what is ours to harvest. Yeah, we don't want to go too close to this tree either. I think that should be fine. We could probably take that tree down, but I think I'll wait till we own that land there, and then we can, yeah, and then we can build out from here. I'll just go, yeah, let's get some lights on. Doesn't really help all that much. We'll go up this way. I want to be very cautious about where we are. I think we can still go that way quite a bit. Oh, wow, we can. Maybe those two trees ought to go as well. Well, we can always expand it the next time. We really just want to get an outline to start. So we'll stay quite close to these trees, because we can always cut them down as well. I just think we don't want too big of a field. And again, it is just an outline for now. Now we might be able to dip into that way just a bit, but I'm going to just go straight on first. As I say, it's really just to get a nice outline, and then I think we will actually put in wheat, because I believe wheat and linseed are really the only two crops that we can sort of put in at this time. Go right along. I would like to get rid of these. Yeah, we'll go right along here. Okay. I was hoping to get rid of those bushes, but we can do that with the adding in some more dirt as well. There we go. And we'll tie it all together. Nice. I think that's going to be another nice, substantial sized field. And we can actually go a bit... It's going to be a bit awkward, I suppose, if we do go a bit... actually, yeah, let's go one bit closer here. Right, just get adjusted. Still getting used to the tracks here. Not used to a tracked vehicle, especially one so small, to be honest. But yeah, get rid of those bushes. It's alright that we go a bit in the on our so-called yard. It's not much of a yard, it's literally some dirt. But it's our first yard, so it counts. There we go. Nice. We'll see. We'll go this way a bit further. Because again, I would ideally I'd like this whole plot of land to be a field eventually. I don't know when that will be, because we have to be able to afford another plot of land. But we really don't need a yard just yet. We're not in any dire need for somewhere to store the little bit of kit we have. I would much rather have fields so that we can earn the money, and then buy another bit of land, and then we can put all the kit we want there. You know what, actually, let's... I almost want to get rid of more field, but you know what, or more trees rather. No, I think that's fine. I don't want to go too awkward, because then yeah, it'll just be a bit more difficult to contend with. So I think what we can do now is sort of fill it in. Once we do sort of get the middle bit sorted, then we'll have a much better idea of how big the field actually is. So this is a good opportunity to start up a time lapse. There we go, we have a field. Absolutely brilliant. Now I know I could go along and get those trees cut down and have even more field, but you know what, I think that's fine. I do want to get rid of this one bush though, because that's just a touch annoying to have it there. It's like right on the edge as well. There we go. Oh, don't go too close. That should be fine. And then we'll just tidy up this far side, because I know we went... This bush is too close into the middle there. I'll just leave it there. It's not really... Yeah, it's pretty much in the linseed field anyway, so we'll just leave that. This we can get a bit closer to the linseed, I reckon. That's probably a bit close, but that's fine. Might get rid of these bushes. Nope, but that's also fine. And there we go. That worked out really nice. Oh, right, I've missed a whole bit here. Right, okay. Just get this done very quickly as well. And then we are done. So that is a fairly substantial... That will almost be the same size, if not a bit bigger, if anything. Blimey. There we go. So as I say, the first... couple fields might not be rolled, because I really think we need to prioritize other things other than a roller. But here, let's have a look. Oh wow, that is nearly a bigger field. We've almost got the entirety of our plot in field form. I think if anything we might do sort of like this, and then this can be our yard for quite some time. By yard, I mean the area where there's a bit of kit. Could get a shed, could get a little shed, but we've got so many little kits, little implements rather, that yeah, it's just kind of a matter of whether or not they will fit in a shed. But we've got lots of little ones, so right, make sure that that is not allowing create fields anymore. Put that right there, and we've got loads of room to get in and out. I think once that tree is gone, then that will make even more room for us to be able to get through and get through here. And yeah, brilliant. Might even put some dirt on this side, because then we can park the AMT there in a nice little space. So I think that is really nice. Now let's have a check. Oh right, 4 litres we've got remaining. So I'll just shut the engine off on that, turn the lights off. So what we should probably do is head to the shop. Now, I can't remember, did I get 250 or 200? I'll have to double check exactly how many litres I did get. But I would also like to get a fertilizer spreader. Now, we do have £9,000, but I don't want to go spending all that. What I will do is take... Right, this I'm just going to put somewhere I won't forget that it's there. Just there is fine. It's more of an annoyance than anything. In fact, you know what? Here. We'll spend the £1 to get rid of it. We'll take this down towards the shop, because we can put in some fertilizer in here, the bags, the small bags. Sorry, seed and fertilizer really, but we just don't have the fert spreader yet. We will have to go to the shop to pick it up with the Ferguson 35, but we can grab some seed. But on the way, we'll try and collect some trash as well, some eco rubbish, because then we can get even more money from that. If there isn't anything en route, then we might stop in at the... there is that one place, the... I don't even know what it is, some sort of a yard, but we could stop in there, grab a bit of stuff from there, and at the very least make a bit of extra bob from selling some eco rubbish. I think, did we get everything from here? I think we did. There was a nice pile here, we got rid of everything. But yeah, okay, we'll make our way. Is this not the same way? Oh, you know what? Just up ahead there is some more. I think that might be the path we usually take. I think it is, yeah. So we'll go this way. You can see up ahead there, there is some eco rubbish. We'll collect that, load it onto the trailer and the AMT here, and then we'll head over towards the yard that has more eco things, put as much as we can on, get a load sold, and then we'll buy some seed. Alright, we have made it to the eco station, and a fairly substantial load, I would say. We've got barrels, we've got some wooden empty planks, and a tyre as well. Not a big tyre, just a little one, but that should do. Now hopefully if I unstrap, it should fall in. Nope, that's fine. Oh, some of it did. Oh no, I'm at the wrong bloody thing. Oh no. It's alright, luckily nothing fell really far away. I can turn the lights off. Now I'm fully stuck. Alright, we'll unstrap and we'll get that in. I can't believe I didn't even see where we were. Oh my. Let's see if we can throw that in from here. Brilliant, there we go. We will ensure that everything is in there, nice and loaded in. A fairly substantial load, as I say, but those big tyres are really what gets us some good... I can't remember how much the mattress did give us, but I think it was alright. Right, I'm just going to turn, because there are 5 of these, and might as well try and get them all in one go, if we can do. Right, there we go. Now, since I was thinking about this, since we do have a tractor, I do really like this John Deere, and I don't really want to sell it. But if we need to, at least we know we have that money in the John Deere to be able to, you know, if we run out of cash, we can always sell it. And I really don't want to, because it is our starting sort of vehicle, and it's great for running around, especially to the shop and that. But it is definitely an option on the table. Now, we've got some barrels, we've got some stuff, so it's really not going to be worth all that much, but let's get it sold. We should get over 1,000. Oh, sorry, 10,000. There we go. See if we can hit 11. Ooh, nearly. So we made about £1,300. That's really quite good. Just from doing a bit of recycling. Absolutely brilliant. Right, now we're going to head over to the shop. I think I might get £300 worth of seed, which would be 6 bags. I really can't remember. Well, how much would it be to fill the seed drill? It holds 500, so we might as well get 500 litres, which I think is 10 bags. So that's still like, well, yeah, £500 pretty much. So we'll see. I mean, we'll need it anyway, so we might as well get it full up. So we'll see you at the shop. Alright, here we are, big bags and seed. Brilliant. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's, yeah, 5, 6. I just want to make certain. Okay, let's put them in slowly because I know that they can be very sensitive. In fact, I wonder if the one that we lost is still kicking about. No, it must have disappeared after it had fallen through the map. But yes, we do need, so that's 50 and 100, so we do need 10 total if we want to fill the drill, which we might as well do. Now just remember, if we were putting these in the excuse me, in the trailer, they would go in bulk and then we would be absolutely in trouble. We would be very much so out of luck because it would be, yeah, we wouldn't be able to get it in the drill. So that should be fine because this does not have a loading capacity, which is alright. But at least we do have a trailer. I'm very pleased to say that we do have a trailer, so when it comes time to harvesting crops, we can deal with it. So yeah, that's 1 to 300, and we'll get a few more. We're in big bags. So that's another 100. There we go. We've got 4 more bags. We'll get those loaded on as well. One there. Go. 2. So yeah, we bought £500 worth of seed, which is fine because we have 500 litres. So it is £1 a litre at this point. When you're buying them in bulk like this, it is about £1 per litre. Oh no, is it emptying? What? Why does it only say there's 200 litres strapped? As far as I'm aware, this does not have a... No, it doesn't. That 20 litres for fuel. Okay, whoo. Oh, it does. Ah, bloody hell. That's not good at all. Well, here's to hoping that we haven't wasted any away. If it does, then we can just rectify that when we get back to the farm. But, yeah, we'll get that strapped in, and we will make our way back to the farm. Alright, we've made it back to the farm. Now, as you can see, everything's freaking out over here. We did lose some seed in there, as you can see. Not a big problem, as we can rectify that quite easily. We'll just scoop it out with our hands, because that's the only option that we have. We should essentially be left with 4 litres in the bags. So we'll get as much loaded in here as we can do. Let's get lined up nice. Should be close enough here. Get it lowered down, open it up if we need. Right, is everything good there? Right, we'll get it refilled 50 litres at a time. Right, so that is what... Oh, there is one more bag in there I can see. Oh, can't go run over here and get it. Yeah, it's falling through. I can't get it out. Right, we'll have to bring the drill round. Oh, there we go. Ah, yes. Oh my goodness. Absolute full-on struggles. What's going on here? What is going on here? And there we go. So the remainder in there is about 15 litres. I think if we get into the AMT it should say 15 litres. 13. That's fine. We'll get that cleared. We'll scoop it out into the drill, and then we should be left with 4 litres, but that's fine. We can forego those 4 litres. It's only 4 pounds worth of seed, but at least now our seed drill will be full. Alright, we have a full drill of seed and we are ready to drill it in. Now, what are we putting in? We do have linseed enabled from before, but we should really have a look at what we can drill in. I know, so wheat is probably what I'd like to do, and I'll explain why in a moment, but we also could put in grass and linseed as well. Thing with linseed is if we drill it in now, it won't be ready to harvest in this field until September. So there's a bit of a gap there, but if we can get the wheat in now, then we can harvest as early as August, which is even sooner, I think, than the linseed. I can't remember, did we do it in September, or did we do it in October? Right, it says 3, so yeah, we did it in September, I reckon. So what that means is that we drilled here, so it should be ready in July. So it should time really well, so that September we can put in some canola, because that would be really nice. So we should have both fields empty by the end of August, which would give us the opportunity to drill in some rapeseed canola here in September. Or if worst case, we can always put in barley or wheat again, but that's the plan. So I think we'll go here and find... Oh, we've passed it. Oh wow, so many crops. So that should be wheat. I always tend to forget. Yes, we are set. We will lower it down. Don't have to fire it up. It's just a drag type drill. And we are drilling wheat. Look at that. Very exciting. So I don't think we'll be too close to the linseed at any instance where there will be any problems. The only issue we might have is as far as harvesting next to it, be it driving in that crop. So we'll have to start on the one side or the other, but really that's such a minute issue overall. But at least now we are drilling in some wheat. We've got 2 fields. And I don't think we'll run out. We had just enough for the linseed, which was about 3... I can't remember if it was 250 or 300. Either way, we have enough seed, and then some. So we'll have... And then those 4 other litres. In fact, we probably could add them in now. So 470 we'll do here. Set it to 474. Whoa. Brilliant. We've got our extra 4 litres in. We're not missing anything. Brilliant that. And we're getting it in. Really nice. I do just want to have a look here and see how it's looking. Oh yes, beautiful. Got the purple and the gold. It will be absolutely stunning once we get them both in the ready to harvest state. It will look absolutely brilliant. Here we get some lights on again. Now because of these trees we don't get much sun in here, at least at this time of day, but as the day progresses we should get more and more sun. Again, I don't know if we will be rolling or not. Sorry, brain lapse there, because we do have to ensure that we have enough for a harvester as well, possibly a baler, because depending on the harvester we might not have the option to chop to chop the straw, even though we have the mod enabled. So we'll have to look at all that in the future, but that is a future problem. All we want to get done right now is drill in our wheat. Right, well we are all done. I'm just going around getting a few spots that I notice I have missed, but other than that we did all right. We've got the field drilled, which is really nice. We've got 2 crops in now, which I have to admit I think is fairly impressive for us to date. Really quite excited about that. I will have a look here at the field though. One thing that... ah yes, it looks lovely. Absolutely lovely. And everything is growing. Growing so nice. Oh, there's a couple of weeds I missed in the linseed, but that is fine as well. Once we get a sprayer, that will make all the difference as well. So we are going to look at a couple of things. The first thing I really like to consider is actually upgrading the tractor. Not the tractor itself, sorry, I should clarify that, but the horsepower of the tractor. Now I do really like this tractor. I'm very pleased that we have a tracked tractor. It's really been quite helpful for us to have the tracks. I think it makes a big difference. But what I'd like to do is possibly upgrade it to the 45 horsepower. Now, I'll just get that lowered down. I will just shut the engine off so I'm not wasting any fuel. Right, anything in the sale? Right, sure. Let's have a look at... so there is the roller that I did add in, the one to replace the one that we thought was a roller, but it is, and a great bit of kit, but it does fertilize as well. Well, rather, doesn't roll, but fertilizes. But this is a roller, so this is something we can actually do and easily deal with. At 3 meters, I'm okay with that for 1,230 pounds. That's relatively inexpensive, pretty much what we got from those the eco rubbish that we sold in this episode. The other thing we need to get potentially here is a sprayer for 1,450, so that's a reasonable price as well. This one is all right. I did add it in. It's kind of interesting, I suppose. But it really is for either more so role play or a very small area. It doesn't make sense. I don't think it's right for us. But this is, again, 300 liters. We will have to bring a IBC back, so we have to take that into consideration as well. But luckily, we can get the 1,000 liter ones, which is really quite nice. So we'll have to tabulate all that amount. I think the first thing we need to do though is buy the roller. The other thing that we want to look at is a fertilizer spreader, but maybe financially it would make more sense to use the same sprayer, because we are paying at one price, 1,450, but it can do both herbicide and it can do liquid fertilizer. Now the thing is, the fertilizing spreader is actually quite inexpensive, but the problem is that the stuff is rather cheap. But of course, we'll have to buy another bloody massive IBC, well, at least a miniature one, but it is still quite expensive. Yeah, because we're not going to buy full-size ones. That would literally be all of our money. So we're going to head to the shop for the roller. We'll buy it once we arrive there, and then we can kind of look at, yeah, we'll buy this one here. And might as well just buy it now, actually. It's a 3-point attach or toolbar. Cheaper the better. So yeah, we'll go with that. And we will also, I'm going to look at upgrading. Right, that's the other thing I wanted to do, is upgrade the 35. Now, where is the 35 here? Right there. So to upgrade it fully to the multi-power is 2350. But we can save £1,000 by just upgrading to the 35X. I really don't know what difference the multi-power makes, but I think that is worth the upgrade right there. One, we're going to be getting a beautiful red Massey Ferguson 35X, which is a beautiful upgrade in itself, but we're also going to be getting an extra, well, nearly 10 horsepower, 8 horsepower, which I think is quite good. So we will head to the shop, we'll get those things sorted, we'll just buy the roller when we get there, and happy days. So we'll see you at the shop. Alright, we are nearly at the shop, and as you can see, I have changed our attire as well. Our wardrobe is a bit different because it is literally winter and we are on a cabless tractor, so it makes sense to have something that is a bit warmer. Right, we'll go here and get, first things first, we'll get the tractor upgraded. I do think that's a good shout regardless. Customize. Let's go for the 35X. Not the multi-power, but just 35. Look at that. It looks so much nicer in the red as well. I have to be honest about that. Really, really nice, that. And purchase. So we probably could have sold the Massey and not paid for that, but you know what? We're going to try and keep this tractor for as long as possible, especially now that it is a proper red Massey Ferguson. I am very pleased about it. And yeah, as I said, I'd like to try and keep it as long as possible. Right, now we are at the shop. Let's sort out the roller. Here we are, the Eberhardt. So we'll do the 3.1230. There we go. So now I know we're under a bit less cash now. We are at 7816. That is fine, because we do now have a more powerful tractor and a roller that actually rolls, which is a very exciting proposition indeed. Right, we are back to take the long journey back to the farm. We'll see you when we get there. Alright, we've survived the journey back to the farm, and we are about to test out our new and very powerful Massey 35. With the roller, of course, a roller that rolls. Oh, see how much nicer the field looks when it's all rolled? Oh, so good. And look at that, no stoppage at all. That's brilliant. Okay, fine. Going uphill, there's a bit of stoppage here, but we'll just put on cruise control, because the Massey definitely has it. And once we're up there, I mean, we do have quite a bit of hills, yes, to say the least. Where the extra power will really shine is when we're drilling. Right, because I feel like even on a flat surface, the drill did bog down the FE35, so the sort of the Ferguson 35, but now it's a proper Massey Ferguson 35X, and yeah, it's really just going to be those you know, ascending those mountains, well, miniature mountains at least, but we are rolling our wheat field, so it will be just that much more productive as well than the linseed, and we have to get it fertilized. But the nice thing is that when we do create a field out of nothing really, then we do get that extra fertilization state, which is really nice. Well, not really a state of fertilizer, it's more spotted fertilizer across the field, but we should be alright for buying the fertilizer. We'll figure that out for the next episode, whether we get a solid fertilizer or if we just get one sprayer and use it for herbicide and fertilizer. I think financially that might be the better option, especially since we're going to buy 2 IBCs, but we'll have them for a long time. I think they'll last us for a while, so it's a bit of an investment. I know that it will be more expensive in the in the short term to do it that way, I think, but in the long term the solid fertilizer might be the better option, but we'll just have to wait and see. But what matters most to me now is that we have a more powerful tractor. We have upgraded it. I love the tracks on there. I know it looks a bit silly, but you know what? It absolutely helped. It helped immensely in the beginning when we needed to finish drilling. We literally couldn't move. We literally couldn't move, so I made an option to, or made a choice rather, to opt for the tracks versus the power upgrade at that point. And now that we have both, I think this little Massey 35 is absolutely unstoppable. Not to say we're not going to upgrade in the future, but I think we'll try and make this one last as long as possible, especially when we get to the point where this whole area is one big field. That will be quite impressive indeed. Maybe it won't be. Maybe we'll just keep it as 2 separate fields, but we'll have to see what happens. Anyways, I think now, as we are rolling and we are getting things underway, now we're getting to the less hilly bit of the field, I think now is a good time to crack onto the time lapse. go with the very last bit of rolling for our wheat field. It looks so much better once it's rolled. So much better. So we'll get that much more of a yield bonus from this field, which is also very good. I've also had a good think about it, and I mean, we do still have a weeder, so I don't necessarily think that we need to buy herbicides straight away. Now, it would be good to do in the future if we end up in a bit of a spot of bother where we need where we need to, sort out weeds and that, but really, as long as we're on top of the weeds as soon as they sprout, ideally, as it says right now at the bottom, it says weed growing, weeder, that's fine, we can still do that the next day. I think the priority, financially especially, would make more sense to get a solid fertilizer. Lovely balloon in view there over the mountains. That would be a lovely view up there in that balloon. But yes, speaking of lovely views from above, let's have one, shall we? Look at that. We've got linseed on the left, we've got wheat on the right. This will be a beautiful harvest indeed. Very excited for that. We of course need the money for a harvester, but we'll sort that out. As I said, that's a future problem. I don't think we have to worry about that until late spring, early summer. So we've got loads of time to clear out trees. Ideally, we can get all of these trees cleared during that time. And the only problem is that we'll probably have to sell off the field. We'll have to sell the crops directly off the field, which can be a bit problematic because usually it's not the best price. But both of these crops will more than likely supply us with straw. So if we can chop with the harvester that we end up getting, if we get there, then ideally we will chop. But if we do produce straw, then that is just more income, which would be nice. But then that also means we need a baler. So we've got loads of things to figure out. But for now, we have a linseed crop fertilized pretty much, de-weeded. We've got the wheat field here rolled. It will be de-weeded and fertilized in the next episode, which is brilliant, and probably still in November, but we might be moving on to December as well, and as long as it doesn't snow, we can tend to the fields. So, that does do us for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have done, a cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.